Ooh, wow, wow. Terrific stuff. If you're like me, you love a pulled pork sandwich. But let's kick it up a notch. We're going to roast a pork butt over direct heat on the rotisserie. Serve it on a bun with some fire roasted salsa verde and a really good guacamole. It's going to be tasty. So here we have a boneless pork butt. The reason for the boneless is because we're going to be running the rod through here for the rotisserie, and the bone is just going to get in the way. So in this instance, I like to go boneless. Normally when I'm doing pulled pork, I like to have bone in. Not much to do here. You're just going to clean up a few raggedy edges. Take some of this down. Not going to touch any of this fat. Since we're going direct heat, the fat is going to help to insulate things so things don't get too charred up. So since I'm going for more of a Mexican fajita style flavor, I'm going to start by using a binder of some Valentina hot sauce. You can use your favorite hot sauce. You don't have to go crazy with it. So for the rub today, I'm going to go with two different rubs. First, I'm going to start with this Heath Riles garlic jalapeno rub. This has got some salt, obviously has some heat, and I'm a big garlic fan, so I'm never going to say no to that. And second, I'm going to go with this hardcore carnivore Tex-Mex seasoning. I'm not sponsored by these folks. These are just rubs that I really enjoy and I use almost on a daily basis. This has got some chili powder. It's got some cumin. Just a little bit of salt, but it's going to bring some nice color to it. All right, flip it over and repeat. So we have it thoroughly seasoned up. We're going to let it sit here on the counter for about 15-20 minutes, just so this rub can kind of sweat out and fully adhere to the meat. So let's go start the fire. Our rub is thoroughly adhered. It's time to insert the rotisserie rod. So we're going to start on this side. This is the side where the bone has been removed, so it's open. We're going to start on this side, which is what most competition guys refer to as the money muscle. So just kind of find a point dead center and go straight in. I'm going to angle this since I only have two prongs on each side. I'm going to angle it when it goes in so that when this one goes on, it also goes in at an angle so that I can then help to close up the opening from where the bone has been removed. There we go. Going to tighten this down. If you've never used a rotisserie, you want to make sure it's kind of relatively in the center of the rod. That just helps when the meat is spinning, not for it to get off center. And one last step, we're going to take some butcher's twine, run it underneath this. We make sure that the part where the bone has been removed does not go flopping open. Going to loop it around twice. That helps. When you cinch it down, it holds and doesn't let loose. Snip off the excess, and this is ready to go on the rotisserie. Got it on, got the rotisserie going. We're going to maintain temps right around 300 degrees, a little hotter than normal, but what I'm hoping to do is get some nice crispiness on the outside of this while it's juicy and tender on the inside. Really no need to spritz this. It should kind of self-baste as the fat starts to render out of it, but for any reason, if you think it's getting too dry, bring your temperatures down. We're 2 hours into this cook, so let's check and see what's going on. So I think this looks pretty nice. You can see this fat is starting to get ready to render. It's nice and juicy. Actually, let's see there. 115 degrees. Still a ways to go. We do still have to make some fire roasted salsa verde, so let's do that. This is the easiest salsa verde recipe I know how to make. We are fire roasting several tomatillos and 1 white onion. And then we'll add a few things in when we blend it up. And it'll only take a few minutes. And 10 minutes later, we are done. We're just leaving them on here long enough to soften up. You can make this hotter if you want to. You can add serranos, various other things, but I am cooking for a bunch of people today, and I don't want to blow everybody out with the heat, so I'm taking it easy on them. Gonna pop this lid on. Gonna pulse these up. Now I'm gonna add in the onion. A little bit of kosher salt. A little bit of garlic powder. Some chili lime seasoning. This is the Fiesta brand chili lime seasoning. It's just the one I really like. Fresh cracked black pepper. And some freshly squeezed lime juice. A couple more pulses. Let's give it a taste. Spot on. Exactly 7 hours later, we are done. I maintain temps for the first part of the cook right at 300, 310. Then about 4 hours in, I took it up to about 325. Oh yeah, this is probing like butter. Yes. All right. I'm going to get this off. I'm going to get it wrapped up. I'm going to let it rest for at least an hour, and then we're going to tear into it. I'm going to wrap this up, let it rest till it comes down in temperature to about 150 degrees. So here we go. It has rested down for an hour, brought it down to about 155 degrees internal. If you're not doing that with your meat, it is a crucial step that you are missing. If you rip right into this straight off of the cooker, it's going to look great for about 5 minutes, and then it's going to be dry as a bone. So by letting it rest for at least an hour, it's going to let the juices reconstitute throughout the meat, and it's going to make things more juicy. So let's see what we got. Smells amazing. I would say that's pretty juicy. Oh man, my glasses are steaming up. That looks pretty juicy to me. Smells so good. Just want to make sure you don't have any giant pieces in here. Get it nice and shredded up. You also want to incorporate the fat that was on the top. So I can tell you what we have here. There's crunchy bits. This is a crunchy bit here. I'm going to break that up in there. So that's what I was going for. So you've got this super tender meat on the inside. And then you've got some crunchy bits from the outside that are going to be mixed in. All right. That looks pretty good to me. Let's get a taste of this. There we go. Oh man, that's really good. It's really, really good. What you're getting is, it's different than the offset pulled pork that you might be used to. You got this charcoal flavor on the meat. You've got these crunchy bits on the outside that have all this rub that I applied at the beginning, bringing a nice salty punch to it. It's really tasty. I'm going to add just a touch more seasoning to the meat, and then we are going to make a sandwich. I'm going to hit it with a bit more of this Heath Riles garlic and jalapeno rub. All right, we are ready. Let's build a sandwich. Got the Martin's potato roll going down. Got some guac that I made. It's going to go on the bottom bun. I realize I failed to turn the camera on when I made this. So I'll have to show you how to make this in a future video. Big old mound of pork. Topping it with the fire roasted salsa we made earlier. And just for a little splash of color, we're going to go on with some pickled red onions. These are from the video I made a couple of weeks ago. If you haven't seen it, give it a look. All right, let's top this off. I don't know about you, but I am ready to taste this. Here we go. Oh man. Wow. Sandwich is falling apart. You're getting the creaminess from the guac on the bottom. That's the first thing I'm tasting. And then you're getting the punch, the brightness from the pickled red onions. Then you're hitting that slightly spicy salsa. And then the meat is the star of the show. Ooh, this is really good. Wow, wow. Terrific stuff. If you want to put a twist on that same old standard pulled pork recipe, consider trying this out. It's really good. It's not very difficult. And it will leave your guests wanting more. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving me a like, a subscribe, or drop me a comment. Each time you do that, it helps to push me out to just a few more people. So help me to continue to spread the word. And with that, get up, go out, cook some good food, be a little bit better tomorrow than you were today, and I'll catch you next time. Boom.